with the Houston Texans. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready? 5-9.
Check right, 39.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Ready, take.
On first down, Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Easy, opposite. 36.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Hey, watch it. Kill.
So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
We're set. They take. 54. Right, 54. 54. Let's go, baby. Show it up. Check it.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They keep it with Miller on first down. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
24.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. From the gun on third, Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 10 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A four-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Breeze now to throw. And this is Cook with the grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And some room to work. 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 46 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Boy, they're down only 1 score. Still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Watson, and this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
And the Texans first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Here's Watson now on second down. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line.
First down, Houston.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
On first down, it's Watson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Kill.
7-yard line.
Watson with a give to Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the red zone now, Watson. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They come out here in the eye. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. And they'll give Miller another crack. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken short. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
From the 27, Breeze. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go for into a double team, and it's intercepted. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony with a pick. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The final shot before half for Breeze. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Miller running right, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Watson on 3rd down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 26. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Watson now to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 14. Watson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that can come back and get you.
They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Duke Johnson taking it in. And the Texans push further out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
You're good. I 4, ready.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They'll run. This is Kamara. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for two.
21.
Now Breeze. And they're going to get the two. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a one-score game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On second down and 4, Watson eluding the pressure right, and that's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
At 24, at 31. Switch. Check 15, check 15. Let's go.
Now Watson from the gun on third down. And he finds Stills, complete. They only get 5 out of that quick slam, but that's good enough for a first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
6 man.
Now it's Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Watch the screen. Check 31, check 31.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. J.J. Watt in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Hey, zoom. Check Mike 39. Check Mike. Here we go.
To throw is Breeze. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Watson now to throw. He's got Fuller. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Miller. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Watson. And it's caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A gain there of 21 yards. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll run it with Johnson. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. To Johnson again. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.